STL TV Live. I'm Ivy Hartman, and in the studio with me is Emily Rapp of JDRF, and we are joined by Sally Lemkemeier of the Arch City Theater Troupe, who's this year's director of the show. And how long do you get to wear that hat, Sally?
So this is my second year directing the show, and next year will be my last year because I graduate from ACTT and move on to college, and Maddie Mose will be taking it over. So I took it over from Helen when she graduated.
All right, just to recap and back it up a little bit, JDRF, Emily, you've been involved for a number of years. Talk about who JDRF is and your involvement with them.
So JDRF is the largest funder of type 1 diabetes research in the world, largest private funder, looking for ways to cure, prevent, and treat type 1 diabetes. And my daughter Helen wanted to help when her brother Turner was diagnosed with type 1, and she started ACTT to raise money. It started out being 13 kids in our playroom putting together some songs, and has grown to, you know, there's often a cast of 40 or 45 from so many different schools. And JDRF was the beneficiary when we started the show because, or when Helen started the show, because that was her purpose with it. Yeah. But it was very important to Helen when she was transitioning to Sally to have the ability for kids to use their talents to help others continue. And Arch City Theater Troupe is an organization that they've decided to continue to have JDRF be the beneficiary.
Great. Now, you guys have a stipulation. You mentioned that you're going to be you're finishing your tenure as director, because actually, as I understand it, once you turn 18 and you graduate from high school, you have to hand over the reins, because ACTT is really geared for kids ages 8 to 18. Is that right?
Yes. So next year I will be directing it as well in 2013, and then after that will be when I give it up to the next person.
All right. So tell us about this year's show.
So this year's show is a cast of 37 kids from actually 19 St. Louis schools, which is really fun because we bring everyone together, get to know people from all over the place, and we all have a common cause to raise money for JDRF, and we all love theater.
This is so cool. We're looking at some of the pictures. I think there's probably some of our viewers out there are wondering, how do I get involved with Arch City Theater Troupe? How do you get involved?
So there are auditions in April every year for the cast, and then people are involved in lots of ways. We have people on the tech crew, backstage, on lights, sound, helping organize the raffle and blind bid. The number of people involved with the show is huge. There are so many people that dedicate their time and energy to help us, which is very great.
Yeah, this year's performance is at Nerinx Hall.
Yes.
And at the Heagney Theater?
Heagney,
thank you. There we go, Heagney Theater. And there are actually 3 different show times. You can catch them on opening night, Thursday, August 9th at 7:30 p.m. or on Friday the 10th at 4 or at 7:30. Now, you'll notice that we aren't posting any ticket prices on there because it's all in donation, in-kind donations, and everybody who attends offers a donation to JDRF. Now, you mentioned a couple other things that are going on in terms of fundraising at the event. Emily, do you want to talk about that?
There are really a lot of ways to support JDRF when you come to see Arch City Theater Troupe. We take donations at the door, but there is a fabulous bake sale, and there are many people who bake for it who are not otherwise in the show. There is a raffle, there's a blind bid auction, and this year we have unbelievably great items in the auction, so it's worth coming by to put your bid in. It's a very kid-friendly show. It's a great family opportunity. The show overall lasts about an hour and a half, and it's perfectly appropriate for young children. So it's a great way to introduce your kids to theater and have a family outing on a hot Friday afternoon. Come on by.
Just prior to you joining us, Sally, we got to talk with Stephanie Patton, who's actually diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, but also is performing with you guys.
Yes.
And that seems like it's a lot of fun. And what is one of your favorite pieces of this year's show?
So there are 21 different songs in the show, and they're all from Broadway musicals. We have some from old classic musicals like Hello, Dolly, and some from musicals that people haven't really heard of. So my favorite number this year, we open with We Go Together from Grease, the musical. And it's a really fun number because the entire cast is in it, all 37 of us. We have fun poodle skirts for costumes, and we're all on stage dancing together. It's a really great number.
That does sound like a fun way to
Kids make the sets, kids do the choreography, kids figure out the costumes, kids sell the program ads. It really is a wonderful showcase of what teens and kids can do.
Thank you both for joining us. That's all to benefit JDRF, and those showtimes again are Thursday, August 9th at 7:30 p.m. and Friday, August 10th at 4 and at 7:30 p.m. That's all taking place at Nerinx Hall High School in the Heagney Theater in Webster Groves. For more information, visit archcitytheatertroupe.org. And for more information about JDRF, visit them online at jdrfstl.org. You can also call them at 314-729-1846. Thanks again, ladies, for being with us. I really learned a lot, and I'm looking for... Break a leg, Sally.
Thank you.
You are welcome. I don't want you to miss your chance to see them live in performance coming up this weekend. That's definitely going to be a lot of fun. And I'd hate for you to miss any other great things coming up around St. Louis. We've got some other great guests coming up right after this break. But in the meantime, I want you to go out and friend us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or subscribe to our YouTube channel, which I wanted to mention to you. Do you watch YouTube, Sally? You can see yourself on YouTube right after this, or you can watch it streaming right through our website on stltv.net. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back with more right after this.